coming into a lovely little sequence for surrender today. So really getting that deep breath into the diaphragm and letting go of all the stress from within. So we're going to begin in mountain pose and find that connection here. So bringing the feet hip width apart, grounding them down. Just feeling the earth beneath the feet and just rock back and forth just for a moment, just to feel the difference in gravity through the body. And when you find that centre, ground through the centre of the feet. Lengthen through the legs, lift up in the thigh muscles, tuck the tailbone under, tummy muscles in, shoulders back and down. Relax through the shoulders. And then we're going to inhale the palms all the way up, taking some arm breaths. So inhale all the way up, bring the palms together, fingertips touch. Exhale, bring the palms back down to the earth, just to get some movement through the body, nice and gently. Inhale up, deepen the breath into the diaphragm, fill the lungs with air. Exhale away. You can close your eyes here as well, just finding that connection through the body. Inhale up. Just listen to the gentle sound of the rain. And just soothing the body. And to wind down from all that stress. 2 more breaths, inhale. And exhale. Last breath in, we're going to keep the hands at the top. Inhale up. Bring the palms together above the head. And then exhale the shoulders down into your back. So you've got that nice connection. Keep the tailbone tucked under. We're going to come into our moon salutations, coming into a side stretch. So clasp the hands together into your mudra. So the first 2 fingers are pointing towards the sky. Lengthen through. Gently draw the tummy muscles in. Keep the tailbone tucked under, hips nice and square. Breathe in, push through to the fingertips. Exhale, gently lean over to the left. So only tilting through the upper body. Breathe and lengthen, so breathe pushing into those fingertips. Breathing out, letting that bottom shoulder drop. Breathe back into centre, push through the fingertips. Exhale over to the right. Push through the fingertips as you breathe in, taking that stretch a little deeper, but don't push it too far, just feel that opening through the ribs here. We're going to do that one more time on both sides. Inhale to centre, push through the fingertips. Exhale over to the left. Lengthen through the body. Lovely, one more breath here. Inhale back to centre, push through the fingertips. Exhale over to the right, one more time. Push through the fingertips, lengthen, breathe. Just allow your body to release into these stretches. Just allow the relaxation to flow through the body as you find space. And then inhale back to centre. Lengthen through the midline of the body. From here we're going to come into a forward fold. So find that connection. Keep the tummy muscles drawn in, tailbone tucked under. Breathe in, push through to the fingertips. As you exhale, bend into the knees, tip from the hips, release the hands, come all the way down into a forward fold, like a swan dive all the way down. Keep a bend at the knees if you're particularly tight, you can straighten up if you want to. Drop the crown of the head down and just allow the body weight to release. So find that connection through the earth, and then we're going to come into ragdoll. So hold an opposite elbow with opposite hand. Let the arms be used as a weight to release the tension through the upper body. So each breath in, lengthen through the backs of the legs, even if you've got a bend in the knees there. Lifting through the ribs, and as you exhale, let the upper body drop. Just release. You can just rock from side to side if you feel quite stiff through the hips. I'm going to take 3 deep breaths at centre. So breathe in, ground through the feet, lengthen through the backs of the legs into the ribs. Exhale, drop the upper body down. 2 more in your own time, breathing into your own body. So breathe in again, nice and deep. As you exhale, release your hands down towards the earth, either fingertips or palms.
And just feel that sense of release as you've come down that little bit further. We're going to come into a flat back position. So hands are coming to the top of the feet, deep bend into the knees. We're going to inhale, slide the hands up the front of the leg, stopping just below the knee, and straighten up through the legs. As you exhale, push the bottom back, crown of the head towards me. Lengthen through the back, so you've got that nice flat back position through the body. So we're not hunching forwards or we're not up too far. We've got a nice flat back extension, eye gaze down towards the earth. So you might need to adjust, you might need to come up that little bit further. If you've got longer limbs, that's absolutely fine. Just find the deepening through your body. Keep the eye gaze down towards the earth. Breathe. Lovely. One more breath here. As you exhale, slowly slide the hands down the front of the legs and take a deep bend into the knees, ground through the feet. Inhale, tummy muscles in, and then curl as you roll up through the spine. Nice and slow. One vertebra at a time. Really slow that down. You might need a couple of breaths to get to the top. Just stack one vertebra on top of the other. Align through the body, roll the shoulders back and down when you get to the top. And then just gently roll each shoulder back and let that go. Lovely, just walk that through. And we're going to come into our warrior two. So we're going to take the feet as wide as is comfortable for you and parallel towards the edges of the mat. Ground through the feet, lift up on the thigh muscles. Tuck the tailbone under, tummy muscles in, shoulders back and down. Find that connection through the body. We're going to begin by turning that right foot in 10 or 15 degrees, left foot all the way round, but keep the hips square to me rather than turning them as much as you can, and then find your status on the mat. So if you feel like you're wobbling a little bit, you can take the feet slightly wider on the mat to find that stability. And we're going to bend that front knee over ankle. So think about grounding through that back foot evenly, so both sides of the foot are down. Lift up through the thigh muscle, squeeze in through the glute. Going to inhale the arms up either side of the body, shoulder height. As you exhale, drop into that front hip, knee over ankle, and then draw that back hand to the back wall so you can lift up through your chest. You'll feel the glutes tighten right into that piriformis muscle. Relax the shoulders down, eye gaze down that forward arm. Now find the connection as you focus on something static to breathe into your body. Just find that surrender here with the strength that comes through. Breathe and lengthen, fingertips to fingertips. Slow the breath down. Just allow yourself to just find that calm as we come into the static postures. Finding that strength and stability. Feel every muscle in contact. So from here we're going to transition into our triangle. So eye gaze comes back towards the front. You're going to take a breath in, straighten up through that front leg. As you exhale, push that front hand forward, tip from the hips, palms to the front, and then float down into your triangle. So if it's too much with that leg straight, you can bend into that knee over ankle again, and just rest the forearm onto the thigh. Or if you're in straight leg position, that hand could be from the thigh, shin, all the way to the floor, or onto a block if you've got a block. Lengthen through. Eye gaze could be down towards the floor, or you can draw it all the way up to the top fingers. It will challenge your balance, so just be aware of that as you move. Breathe into the body. In through the nose, and out through the nose or mouth, whatever feels better for you. Taking that Ujjayi breath out through the mouth, just release extra tension through the body. And just taking that moment, release into the back body. Down through the side, twisting through the midline to create that length in the body. And take one more deep breath in here. If the eye gaze is up, draw the eye gaze back down towards the earth. As you breathe in again, bend into that front knee, knee over ankle, push through that front foot and draw yourself all the way back up into your warrior two. Drop into that front hip. Palms to the sky. And inhale, straighten up through that leg, palms together above the head. And then turn the feet towards the opposite direction. So that left foot is coming in 10 or 15 degrees, right foot all the way round. Take a nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, bring the palms down either side of the body, pushing into the fingertips. Hips are square to the front. Going to bend knee over ankle on that front foot, just adjust where you need to.
Take a nice deep breath in here. As you breathe out, drop into that front hip, draw that back hand to back wall, squeeze through the glute, lift up on the thigh muscle, eye gaze down that forward arm. Relax the shoulders and just take a look fingertips to fingertips, so that back arm's not too far back or forwards or up or down. It is nice and direct from your shoulder. If it gets too much with the hands, just bring the hands onto hips, breathe and lengthen through the body, find that static point. And slow the breath down. We've got 2 more breaths here, then we're going to come into our triangle on this side. So really ground through the feet, find that stability through the body. Exhale nice and long. And then gently turn the head back to the front. You're going to inhale, straighten up through that front leg. Exhale, push that front hand forward, tip from the hips, palms to the front, and float down into your triangle. Either keeping that leg straight or bending into that front knee and finding that length through the body. But if you are bending into the knee, make sure knees over ankle and you're opening up through the chest. And that fingertips are nice and level towards the sky as if you're up against a wall with the back. So lengthen through and deepen that connection. Again, eye gaze can be down towards the floor, drawing up in front or up towards those fingertips. Deepen the breath. Find that opening through the side body here. Breathe and lengthen. Release. We've got 2 more breaths here and we're going to come down into downward dog. Lovely. Next breath in, push through to the fingertips. As you exhale, bring the eye gaze down with that top hand, twist the torso towards that front leg, bend into that front knee and come into a lunge position here. So just adjust where you need to. Make sure that front foot is nice and grounded. And then we're going to inhale that front foot back into downward dog. So ground the hands down, shoulder width apart, spread the fingers to create that foundation. Push through the hands high into the shoulders and the hips, then push back and down into the heels. Make sure the feet hip width apart and nice and parallel. Drop the crown of the head down so eye gaze is towards the legs, but don't push the head through the hands too much. Breathe and lengthen through the body, so heels don't have to touch, but they can if that is comfortable for you. We're gently going to pedal that out for a moment, so just pushing one heel down towards the mat and then the other. And just releasing down through the legs, relaxing any tight calves. Just breathe, keep pushing evenly through the palms so we're not putting pressure through the wrists. Lengthen through the body. One more on each side. And then we're going to push back up into the hips, back and down into the heels. And take a nice deep breath in here. As you breathe out, slowly lower onto your knees. Take the knees nice and wide, big toes together. And then as you exhale, push the bottom back towards the heels, chest down onto the mat, forehead on the mat into child's pose. Now use whatever you've got around you if you need a bit of extra support. So if you've got a bolster or a cushion that you pop under your chest and your forehead, or you can pop something underneath your bottom and your heels if you need a little bit extra lift there. And you can either keep the arms out long or you can bring them round by your feet to allow your shoulders to drop. So whatever feels comfortable for you. You might have to move the cushion as we come in to thread the needle so that you can find that release through the shoulders. So just breathe here for a moment. Each breath in is travelling down through the spine. And each breath out, direct that breath through the ribs, down through the spine, into the lower back, into the thighs and glutes. Just let the tension melt away. And begin to focus on your breath.
We're going to take that into the shoulders before we come back into this position here. So we're not moving through the hips, we're just going to inhale that right arm in towards us. Exhale, slide that arm underneath the other. Come down onto that right ear. And you can pop a block or a cushion under there if you just need that extra lift again. It will intensify that stretch down through into the groin in that side. So just take it easy, just breathe into it. Relax into the shoulder. So each breath in, take that breath directly into the shoulder. And as you exhale, allow that right shoulder to just melt down into the earth. Let it go. And just continue to allow that breath to deepen. We're going to take that through on the other side. So next breath in, slide that right arm back out. Exhale, come back into child's pose for just a moment, realign the spine. Then on your next breath, inhale that left arm in. Exhale, slide it through the right, come down onto that left shoulder and release into there. So opening up the shoulder blade. Again, taking it as far through as is comfortable for you, using cushions and blocks and blankets, whatever you need to support your body. Breathe in nice and slow. Breathe out deeply. With each breath out, just feel that shoulder relax. Feel the tension in between the shoulder blades release. One more deep breath in there. Exhale, let it go. And then inhale, slide that arm back out. Exhale, release back down into child's pose, forehead down onto the earth. Breathe into your body as you begin to surrender towards a calm state. 2 more breaths here, in through the nose, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, release and feel every muscle melt down towards the earth. One more time, breathe in deep. Exhale, let it go. Lovely. So bringing the elbows and forearms shoulder width apart, spread the fingers, ground them down in front of you. Tummy muscles in as you take a breath in and just gently push forwards onto those forearms. Draw the knees in if they're wide and then take those legs back. Nice and slow, nice and gently. So they're further back than the hips. You're going to draw your tummy muscles in. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So as you exhale, slowly lower your belly towards the mat. Nice and gently so we're not putting pressure through the back. Squeeze through the glutes. And then as you inhale, gently lift up through the head and the chest, but relax the shoulders down into the back. Keep squeezing through the glutes gently to protect your back. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just find that space here. And you can gently turn the neck from side to side if you just need that little bit more release. Lovely. Come back to centre. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, let the breath go. Then draw the tummy muscles towards the spine again. We're going to breathe in, push through the forearms, coming back up onto all fours. Draw the knees in and bring them together this time. Feet together, and as you exhale again, push your bottom back and release your forehead down onto the earth or onto a block. And just curl down over the legs. Relax the arms in a nice, comfortable position. I'm just going to take 5 deep breaths here. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. One last deep breath in through the nose. Fill the lungs with air. And as you exhale, let go of every bit of remaining stress and tension. Just feel it release. Let the muscles relax and surrender. And then slowly, either coming up to seated or you can roll onto your side. Whatever feels better for you. Nice and gentle. I'm just going to take a couple more breaths. So either on your side if you're going to move into a meditation now, or come into seated if you want a little bit more of awareness. Just rest the hands on the knees, relax the shoulders. And just find your comfort in this space. Allow the calm to settle in. And allow yourself to be aware of how you feel now compared to the beginning of your practice. And the release to move in to blissful rest that you have brought to your being by connecting to your body, listening to what it needs in this space, and finding your peace. Gently bring the palms together at the heart center. Relax the shoulders, take one more breath in, draw that calm deep within. And surrender.